Hello everybody, it's Anna. So I wanted to do a video real quick on this lovely Dendrobium. It is a Dendrobium kingianum type, and I think its name is Baryota or something like that. Or no, not Baryota. What is this? I don't know. It's pink. Very, very informative. So this guy is such a cute little one. It has honestly bloomed. I got it last March. It's bloomed 3 times already, so this is the 4th time. It is a bloomer. Now, not a lot of people know, well, I know this because I can have a plant and you can have it under the perfect conditions, and it just won't bloom. Some plants are bloomers and some aren't. Some are growers, some are bloomers. It's just like people. Sometimes you have straight hair, sometimes you have curly hair. It's all up in the genetics, and it's just kind of funny because it's just what it is in a plant. But I just wanted to show you, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is gonna be a keiki, and I think that one's gonna be a keiki too. It's not forming like a spike. And then it's got some other odds and ends like under here. This old spike is probably gonna bloom too. There's like a little bump coming out, but this is a very, very sweet little plant, very shimmery, and it seems to like to put on a show. Multiple of them, multiple spikes coming out from all the canes, and very exciting. I actually love this plant so much. Now, in one of my videos I was saying I was giving a dry rest to some of the stuff. Kingianums and other orchids like it. The Nobleys are definitely a dry rest orchid, but when I use lava rocks, I just watered this, and the lava rocks with the clay pot really help keep the air movement. It's more about air movement in the root system and kind of seeing the signs of when your orchid needs to get watered. In the winter, they're really just kind of hanging in there for you until they can start new growth. So one of the things that I look for is flowers. I didn't water this for about 2 weeks, and the flower buds I don't think formed as perfectly as they should have. This one seems to be a little wrinkled, and these guys just opened. These should last for a couple weeks, so this might drop, but just making sure everything looks good. Like, that's a nice flower compared to this kind of weathered one, even though it just opened around the same time. But like I was saying, can't remember, but just look at your orchid and see how the canes are acting. This one has nice plump pseudobulbs, and they're starting to get a little weathered and wrinkled, so I just want to make sure that everything's looking good. Looking at the roots, sometimes it's hard, especially when you have I have big rocks like this. You kind of poke around a little bit, stuff is attached, like I can't move that. I can move this one though. But see, like, the roots are really, really doing good. And just kind of figuring out what it likes. I've had this one in my care, like I said, since March. So it had no roots when I got it. It's been putting out a bunch of roots. Very happy about that. Dendrobiums, I know, like to be in small pots. This is the only pot that I had that I wanted to fit a couple years growth in, especially since I am not going to repot it any year soon. I wanted it to be happy, and I also wanted it to be heavy because I've had a couple plants tip over in the wind, and since this guy had no roots, I kind of jam-packed the roots in there that were there to form like a little Tetris thing. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I've been growing orchids for a number of years now, and a lot of it's trial and error and seeing what happens. I've killed so many plants, guys. Like, don't be afraid to try something. This guy was a $5 orchid. Like, I got it, after the Orchid Madness, and it was a $5 orchid. I got it. It had mealybugs. and it was in kind of rough shape, like I said. It was like in this little pot, which is perfectly fine for regular bark with the Dendrobium, but if you're going to do a bigger pot, make sure you put something like lava rock and make sure it's really snug. They like to be snug. And yeah, like, I don't know. Like, this guy has been a huge bloomer for me, and I'm so excited to have it. I almost didn't get it, I think, because I picked out so many plants that day. But, yeah, really happy with it. I know I'm rambling a lot, Jesus. Okay, get back to the point. So, watering, up to you. I usually kind of miss stuff just to keep it kind of okay, because I am a home grower right now, so I don't have the humidity levels. Like a lot of people say, oh, put it in a dry rest, but you have so much humidity in a greenhouse or, you know, a professional grower with your light setups and like all this stuff. I'm just a windowsill grower right now still, and I do have that one light, but that's not for this guy. But yeah. So any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments below. Hopefully this video is okay. I know it kind of ran kind of long, but that's kind of what I do sometimes. Okay, everybody, I love you so much, family, and yeah, you have a wonderful day. And if I don't make any videos, I'm sure I will make another video or two, but if I don't see you soon, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I love you all so much. Bye, babes.